the amount of times I cried. Okay, just a second. Give me just a second to see what I need to understand. Like, I need to think of. So this happened to nobody in my family. I'm the only one, literally. I'm literally the only one who would say, "Oh, I was going mad." That was a really hard time for me because I was going through a lot of things spiritually.
So can you just explain, or what exactly were you seeing or were you hearing, and how did that impact your life at that time when you were 17, 18, in the year where, you know, they said that you were meant to die? Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Potentia. This morning, we have the one and only Sophia Capitao Kibala, the hair architect. This is how people call her. We want to know a bit more about this young entrepreneur who started her business recently in London, although she's from Germany. So today she will talk us a bit more about her journey and her challenges as an entrepreneur. Welcome, Sophia, and it's a pleasure to have you on Potentia today.
Thank you so much.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very good, thank you, and very happy to finally have you on here. So, Sophia, you are from an African background, and your parents moved to Germany many years ago. You were born there, and then you came to the UK. Can you just explain to us a bit more, how did you transition from Germany to the UK? Talk to us about you as a person.
Okay, so the reason why I came to the UK was actually for work experience. I studied architecture in Germany. I did my bachelor's there. And when I came to the UK, I really just wanted to have some working experience in that field. But it turned out that I started uni, and uni was like 2 years. And then I got married as well.
You did.
So
You did. You can see the ring shining. Yes, thank you.
That's why I'm here now.
So how did you transition from architecture to the hair industry? Architecture is one thing and doing hair is another thing, so I don't really see the link, the connection. Can you please tell us why and how?
So when I was younger, my mom already, she taught me how to do hair because, you know, Black mothers, you know, I'm the first daughter. So she really, exactly, she wanted me to help her doing hair. And I have 4 little sisters, so 3, sorry. My mom wanted me to help her out. So this is how I started doing hair. But in Germany, it's not really something, I never saw myself doing a business over there.
Right.
Never. So when I came to the UK, I saw the hustle. People are doing a lot of things here. And because I was kind of sick and tired of architecture after masters, because masters was very challenging, and I just wanted to have like a pause, just a break for something. And knowing that I have this skill and I can literally make some money out of it, I thought, okay, why not? So this is the reason why I literally started Capital London in 2021.
So being the oldest girl and you moved to the UK, did you ever feel guilty because you, obviously I know I'm from an African background as well, and I know that we put a lot of pressure on firstborns in general and firstborn daughters?
No, actually not, to be honest. I don't feel guilty at all, because the other point is also that I didn't only come here to do uni and everything, and I didn't only move here because I wanted to have work experience. I'm a Christian, and before I moved to the UK, I really prayed about it. And when God gave me the go, and God literally told me, you have to go to the UK, for me, it was like, I can't feel guilty about something that God told me himself. So when I came to the UK, obviously I have little sisters, but I'm still in contact with them.
Oh, that's really good then. And did your family support you in your business? And what did they think about you moving to another country and, you know, starting all over?
I think the fact that I moved to another country, or I just moved out, I don't think that was like a big deal for my parents, because I moved already out of my parents' house when I started uni in Germany. So 3-4 years already I was outside of the house. So when I moved to the UK then, they knew that I'm going to come back after 6 months. So they were really, they were so supportive and everything. But when I told them like, okay guys, God told me to stay here, they were like, nope, you are not the
happening.
only one who
Yeah.
listens to God, so you have to come back. It was really a challenge.
I believe you launched Capital London in 2021. First of all, why did you choose to launch it in 2021? Talk us through that process of how, how every day as a young entrepreneur, you kind of realize every little things that you had to do.
Yes, I thought it's going to be easier than it actually was.
Right.
I was like, okay, I can do it. And everyone does it here, London is like everyone has a business. Everyone is doing a side hustle. You see everyone is hustling and everything. And I thought, okay, if everyone can do that, or most of the people, then I can do it as well. But it wasn't easy as I thought. Thing is, I was literally copying from other entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
I see these big entrepreneurs following them on Instagram, a lot of them, they're also on YouTube. So YouTube is also one thing where I learned a lot of how to do a logo, how to find vendors, so many things. It helped me a lot. And it took me a bit of time. Before I launched, it took me about, I would say, a year, something, a year to literally build everything. And I'm still not where I want to be. But it's a process.
So now let's go back to the name Capital again. I know you said that it's a beautiful name, that you really like it. She said it's posh. Okay, sorry. If your name is not Capital, your name is not posh. D'accord. Obviously, it's the name of your father.
Yes.
So now it's your name as well, and it's your name of your business. Does that mean that you want, that legacy of that name to be transferred
absolutely.
from, not only you, but it goes to your business and all of that?
So Capital London is not only a representation of myself, it's also of my whole family, my dad as well. When my parents came to Europe, they had not this let's say this opportunity or the knowledge on building a business or leaving something. And one thing that my father or my parents, they're very pressuring on is to have a good name, integrity. Building a business is not only reflecting, like I said, myself, it's also my whole family. And I want to leave a legacy. I want to start a legacy, something that my kids can look up to. My father can also look up to and say, okay, listen, this is my name. My daughter created that for me. And being the first girl, so I have a big brother and 3 little sisters. So only my brother is carrying the name Capital at the moment, because he's exactly. And we 4 girls, we are gonna take the name of our husbands. So the name of Capital will literally vanish. And this is something that I was not happy about, or let's say I really want that the name Capital will continue. I want it to stay. My brother is there and he has also sons, and I know the name is going to continue, but Capital is not only about the name, it's the identity. It's literally the legacy behind it.
Sophia, you said that the relationship with your dad is you have a very good relationship with him. And what is in your dad that really inspires you?
Okay, something that I really learned from my dad is to be resilient in life.
Right.
To be hopeful, and most of all, to believe in God. This is something that my parents, they gave to me, both of them. Faith is literally to have faith and keep going, because it's not easy to leave your country, leave everything that you have, basically. Because my parents, they moved to Germany also because of the war that was happening in Angola. It was really not easy for both of them to come here. And then to build something out of nowhere, and knowing not even the language and everything, it's not easy. So they really taught me how to fight in life. It sounds like
Cliche.
it's like a cliche, but it's really what it is. Because German, I mean, you know German. German is a hard language. If you don't know how to live there, you don't know how to do you don't know how to communicate, you will lose yourself easily. So they taught me how to basically fight in life.
Is there an event, has something occurred in your life, and then from that moment, everything switched?
Okay, so I wouldn't say there was just one turning point. There were many turning points.
Yes, but the one that really...
The one that really changed is as in like me as a person, or you mean as a person? Okay, so what happened when I was younger? There were I need to see which one. There are a lot of things that I went through. Spiritually,
Right. You're a very spiritual person.
I'm a very spiritual person. Spiritually, a lot of things happened in my family, and
So for our viewers that are not spiritual, what can you...
yeah. So spiritually means, for instance, okay, this is a very okay. I need to see if I want to go there. Okay, just a second. Give me just a second to see what I need to understand. Like, I need to think of. Okay, so spiritually seen, I grew up as a Christian.
Right.
My parents taught me how to go to church. They taught me everything, but I never really learned my relationship with God himself. So that was something that I needed to learn while I was growing up and everything, because I was just copying what my dad and my mom were doing. The turning point in my life is when I really got attacked spiritually.
Okay.
That was some people who decided to attack me, and I remember that it got to that point. People would say, "Oh, I was going mad."
How old were you?
I think that was 2000, and I think I was around 18, 17.
So literally just young adult.
Yes, I was a young
Just
adult.
after high school.
After high school. Just
right
right before I started uni. That was a really hard time for me because I was going through a lot of things spiritually.
So can you just explain, or what exactly were you seeing or were you hearing, and how did that impact your life at that time when you were 17, 18, in the year where, you know, they said that you were meant to die?
So I literally learned everything after this whole incident happened, why I was literally attacked, because at that point I'm a young girl, like why I did not understand what was going on. And my parents, my father, my mother, they were very obviously they need to be supportive. They're not going to let their daughter like just go. And the things that I was seeing they were kind of scary. People would say I was mad. People would tell me, "Oh, you have to go to the
psychologist and stuff."
Yeah. Exactly. I have to see the psychologist and everything. But for me, my parents, because I grew up as a Christian, they were always telling me these things are true. Don't let anybody fool you. This is true what you're going through, but we're gonna go through it together. So it was very hard for me fighting through it, because my belief and my faith was not that strong. And because I saw my parents, my father, my mother being really literally praying all night over me, being there, like just doing everything out of their body, because I'm the first daughter. This happened to nobody in my family. I'm the only one, literally. I'm literally the only one who saw all these things.
Can you give an example of the things that you saw?
So, for instance, I was sleeping, and then that was during the day. I was just sleeping, and then I will hear somebody entering the room, and then I see like a black shadow, something coming to me.
During
and
the day?
Yeah, during the day. And I think they call it sleep
Paralysis.
paralysis. Sorry, they call it sleep paralysis. So I got really attacked, and I literally felt somebody trying to kill me. And when I told my parents, they obviously immediately, we have to pray now. We have to do this. We have to do this. And all of this literally was the turning point in my life where I said, okay, this is from now on, in terms of having a better and greater relationship with God, I need to change everything now. I need to change my whole life.
How long was it, that period of time where you were attacked?
It really didn't stop. Like I got attacked. I overcame the situation, but the attacks continued. And they continue. Yeah, during my sleep, the attacks continued. So that was around 2012 something ish, where this incident happened, and then it continued for many, many years. And yeah,
until you came to the UK.
Yeah, until today I get attacked.
Today.
Yeah.
So when you sleep, you still see stuff, you still hear stuff?
Yes, I still hear stuff, I still see stuff. But the good thing about it is that I'm not fighting by myself, and I'm not fighting myself. I'm fighting in the name of Jesus.
Amen. Even though you're still getting attacks now, but how did this period of time made you feel, and what did you learn from all that, part of your life?
So what I learned from it is that you have to keep fighting in life. I don't think it's going to be easier for anybody, or for me personally. It's not going to get easier at any time. But I have to continue to fight. I have to continue to go. And this is what I saw also in my parents. Again, everything that I was going through, like my parents, they were like my mirror. I saw myself. I see myself in them. And everything that they were doing, I kind of copied and continued to do what they did. And it helped me basically to fight as well, to be resilient, not to give up. Because some people could have just said, okay, let's just give it up. I didn't.
You didn't give up, and you won't.
No, I will never.
You won't.
The enemy is a liar. The enemy is a liar.
And you will open your salon.
Yes, and I will do that. And that really also influenced basically my whole journey also with Capital London, because you are going to be forced to be trained, kind of.
Yes.
To be trained to continue, because the amount of times I cried because I was so stressed, like, what's going on? I don't understand. Why is this business not going as I want to? Why? Like, you become very vulnerable, especially I'm alone in this country. I only have my husband. I don't have, obviously now with church and everything, I have friends and everything. But when I came to the UK, I had nobody. I was alone, absolutely alone. So making this decision, I knew that I'm going to put myself out there, and it's not going to be easy, but I can do that. I always see myself, how can I say? I always see myself stronger than I try. Let's say I try to see myself stronger than I am now, present. So it's like, when I do a project, I'm very stubborn as well. So when I do a project or anything else, even in uni, I will do everything and make sure to literally get things done and reach my goals. And this is really something, again, I learned from my family, from my parents, seeing them fighting, doing everything spiritually, in life, in Germany, and everything. And that kind of influenced everything in Capital London.
Now that you lived everything that you've been through, what would you say to her? To your younger self? So
the advice that I would give to my younger self is literally, get your relationship with God properly and keep fighting.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much for watching this episode with the one and only Sophia Capital Kibala. We hope you enjoyed it. If you go through the same things, if you just recently started your business just like her in any industry at all, just tell us more about it and tell us if you relate to her story, to her fight or anything like that. We'll be more than happy to hear it. Sophia, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
We will come December 2023. I'm coming back with my team to your salon, okay?
Yes, please.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.